It's almost the end of Pride Month. By almost, I mean it's literally June 30 here, so basically the last day of Pride Month. And to celebrate such a month, we will end up with part 2 of my Pride Month video, where I design characters based off of flags. Check the last part before you watch this video. I've got two other things to address before we start though. Last video, I promised to give away one of the characters in a raffle, and we're going to announce the person that won that character. Introducing the winner, Pansexual. I probably pronounced that wrong. Come claim your prize. Today, we're doing another raffle in this video. You'll see which character is up for grabs if you watch the entire video, wink wink. If you do not,
I will kill you.
Anyway, second very important note. One, I'm mostly going to base this off of the vibe the flag gives, aka the colors, because if I did base it off of the identities, it would be stereotypical and we don't want that. Two, these characters do not represent these flags, they are only made from the flags, however, they do have the identities of their corresponding flags. Alright, got it? Let's march. I'm just a guy with a drawing tablet, and this is turning pride flags into characters. First on the list is the pansexual flag. When I look at the flag, it feels very sweet, bright, and cheery, and that's what I aim to make this character be. It was honestly a bit hard working with 3 bright main colors, but I felt like I made it work. For once, instead of making yellow the accent color, I made it the main thing, and I feel like it helped balance the design out. I'll be honest, I had a hard time figuring out colors for each character in this video compared to the last. Maybe it's the fact that I don't sleep anymore, but who knows? My health is declining, help someone call the ambulance. I made this character's hair to be an afro so that hopefully her personality pops right off the page. Sometimes, if you want to make a character's attributes be more noticeable, I find that giving it the majority of the main color, especially when it's a bright one, a pretty handy trick. Another thing I've learned from a dear old friend of mine is to also focus on the eyes, which I did. I honestly love her eyes. They're very cute and I would want to steal them and put them in a jar. As for her clothes, I obviously went for a more, I guess, childish, girly look since that's how I feel about the color scheme of this flag. So, now that I'm done talking about the design, what's this character about? Well, she's really just a lass that loves having fun and cheering everyone up. She aspires to be a pop star someday, and she believes that to be one, you have to really stand out from the crowd, hence why she wears such bright clothing. Also, because the clothes she wears genuinely makes her feel happy about herself. She thinks self-expression is something that everyone should be free to do without judgment, and tries to push that idea to others as an aspiring pop star. The second flag is the lesbian flag, or as my girlfriend calls it, the MILF flag. It's okay if she mocks it, she's one of them. Anyway, so the the lesbian flag really gives me farm vibes. The cozy type though. Breakfast in bed while the sun is rising and the roosters are crowing, signaling the wake of another day. Reminds me of my hometown. It kinda sucked there, but let's think about it in a romanticized way. Because of my girlfriend, I aspired to make this character a single mother who tends to farms. Because of my girlfriend, I aspired to make this character a single mother who tends to farms. I gave her a more housewife or country attire per se. Made sure her clothes looked particularly sweet and comforting. Particularly. God, I can't say words for shit. Adding little hearts to her apron. Since she loves hearts, her kids probably gave that to her. It was a bit hard balancing out her colors since, as I said before, I did have a bit of trouble with the colors for the flags in this video. However, I do like how it ended up on her. I gave her rosacea as well as freckles. Like that for my girlfriend. She's also buff underneath, even with those cute clothes. About this lass, as I said before, she's a single mom and a farmer. She loves taking care of her kids, plants, and animals, a multi-talented woman. Someone please give her a wife to cuddle, she needs one, for she deserves one. Because of that exact reason, her kids are actively trying to set her up with pretty ladies. Due to her mother's hard-working nature, however, she has barely interacted with others romantically in such a long time, so she's a bit shy to come out of her shell. but in the end, she's still great. Speaking of which, this is the character for this video's raffle. Go to an Instagram post linked in my description. Follow me and reshare and you'll automatically get in. Genderfluid, it's when the gender is wet and fluid and drinkable. I think I'm losing brain cells by the second. Also, I honestly did not like the way I made this design. I don't know, but all I gotta do is learn from my mistakes. Anyway, so this is my second video, and it is practically the third time I will state this in a row. Purple sucks! I will not get into that, or I will repeat the past.
I hate purple. I hate it a lot.
But if you really want to know my tragic backstory, purple killed my family. Anyway, so about the flag, it gives me a ton of blacklight nightclub vibes just by looking at it. The character I'm making is a rave enthusiast and a clubber. Honestly, I've always loved the idea of half and half characters, and a big inspiration for this character is actually Eve from No Straight Roads. Just like me, hey, I'm not straight, kill me. Now she just kinda looks like Ina. Don't tell me that though.
Please end myself!
I wanted to make the other half really pop out, and opted to do so using sparkles and crystals. He's kinda like a disco ball, which adds into the rave factor. To contrast the bright colors, I gave them a black jacket. Despite how long this actually took me, as said before, I didn't really like the design, so I don't really have much to say. Hopefully in the near future, I can redesign this character. Anyway, about them, she owns a nightclub that's famous for its use of blacklight. Anyone legal can enter, but to do so you have to do one thing, and that is... I want to die! You have to do one thing, and that is to have an attire that just screams unique, fabulous, engaging. Anything that catches the owner's eye, then you get in. There's said to be a hidden VIP section, but only if you surpass this character's looks, you can enter. He loves wearing different kinds of clothes as long as they're sparkly. They know they look good in anything. Now, this is the part of the video where I get biased, because the next flags will be of my own. Aromantic flag, woo! I'm in that spectrum, being Demi romantic. I love my flag in particular for the simple reason that it is green, and I think others should strive to use more green in their flags. Period. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, so about how I feel about my flag, I don't know why, but it gives me the image of a tough dude with a lot of piercings that actually secretly just loves plants. That guy is this design. Obviously, he's got all that tough-ass clothing and a bunch of piercings. Nothing special there. The real fun part was seeing how I could incorporate the plant aspect to his design. So, why not give him plant tattoos? For some reason, I love the outline I used for making the tattoos, and you can see me use it on a different design right after this. I also thought a braid would look cool on this guy. Definitely not because I just learned how to draw braids. I loved his design, but then realized he looked like a love child between me and my girlfriend's characters, Jacoby and Lace. Definitely not shameless self-promotion towards two characters I hold near and dear to my heart. Okay, but like, come on, look at this man. Look at him. Look at him! Speaking of characters, this dude is he just really likes dressing up all tough. It's something that he enjoys doing. Despite what people think due to his exterior, though, he's actually really nice and gentle. He loves taking care of plants. He even has a puppy named Dandelion that he sometimes takes during his bike ride, though. I love dogs. Wait, guys, look at. Speaking of dogs, look at my dog. Look at her little snoot. Finally, the last designs of the month. Designs because I'm doing the demi-genders, demi-girl and demi-boy. They're twins in this one, just like the trans flag. They give me a sort of soft look, even if there's just a bit of harsher gray on the flag. For the demi-boy, I opted to give him an artist look, and the demi-girl a more indie music artist vibe. Just to correspond to their aspirations. There isn't really a big difference with their colors. However, in spite of that, I didn't want to make them technically the same person, since that's not really how this works. Demi girls and Demi boys are different from one another, even though they have a quote-unquote similar concept. Their experiences are their own. Enough with that. For some reason, I like putting the tiny white stripes between the pastel colors. It's technically my way of incorporating the flag to which I find it really fun. I did this with a trans angel too. Also, I made sure that our demi girl over here had the boba aesthetics ubu. About these characters, they are both artists, but different from one another. The brother is an artist, as in a painter. Drawer. A drawer, like, you know, those slidey things. Yeah. Anyway, as artists usually are, they're very introverted. He looks very serious and all, and has skills for realism and all that. But in reality, they actually have an interest towards drawing anime girls, and frequently draws his waifus. As for their sibling, she's way more extroverted and does lo-fi remixes. Their brother actually makes cover art for them. Despite their differences, they both love and care for one another, and are both avid watchers of anime. I don't know why I keep making my character designs weebs, but it's a thing. So, these are all the designs. Been glad to have you guys here and watching. Next month I have sort of a bigger video planned, so it won't be for a while. Again, the lesbian flag is in a raffle. Just go to Instagram, follow me, and... Just go to my Instagram, follow me, and reshare. That's it for now. I'm just a guy with a drawing tablet, and this was turning more pride flags into characters. Oh, by the way, attack me in art fight. Vernie Green, you know, this is my link. Go, go, go!